say? I can't let him have pandas. Usually I'm pretty quick to pull something out of my hat, but I'm like, today we're getting ready together. But what's gonna happen? I don't know. But a lot of you guys commented that this foundation changed your life. So I'm like, you know, it's a really dreary Saturday. I could really use some life changing. So we're gonna jump into this product. But I'm in a sassy mood today because I placed an online order for the shirt that I'm wearing right now. Do you guys ever get so excited that you buy something in like 3 seconds? And then when it arrives, you're like, where's the rest of it? No, does that just happen to me? So I'd like to apologize in advance if I ever stand up during this video and you see my tummy. This is actually a crop top, believe it or not, which I was not expecting. And if you guys can see in that reflection back there, it's also like a scoop back and like a sheer panel in the front. I don't know, y'all, like, is this even a shirt? Is this a cotton square? Let's just go ahead and get started. I don't know what beauty products we're gonna use today. I don't know what we're getting into. I don't know what we're using. There's some stuff that I've been curious to try, but like I said, see, did you just see that right now? You just got a glimpse of skin. The good news is I'm tan. You know what? I think that because I was so anemic that I looked really pale, and now that I'm regulating, or like my body's storing ferritin, maybe this is my real skin tone. Maybe I am medium complected. I feel like we need to insert some like Twilight Zone music because I was not aware of this. Anyway, so we need a primer first. And I don't think I have a new primer that I want to try. So I'm just gonna reach for, like, clip my hair back. And then we're gonna go in with Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, Mineral Veil Primer. That's one of those names that for the history of ever, I will never know the order of those 3 words. Veil Mineral Primer, male, Freudian slip. So this primer is actually really cool. I like it because it kind of holds onto your foundation. The only problem is it makes it a little tricky to retouch depending on the foundation product that you use. But it's a really good like sandwiching product. I actually bought this shirt to wear with these high-waisted overalls, and I thought it would look super cute together, but I have yet to try it out. I just put it on today because I was like, oh, let me try it on. Where's the rest of it? Okay, so a vlog or 2 ago, I went to get a facial at Credo, and when I left, I was like, oh yeah, my skin looks really radiant. And then for the next like 3 or 4 days, my skin was like, I hate you. What did you do to me? And now that it's been exactly a week, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, what did you do to me? Because I'd like for you to do it again, over and over and over again. So I'm actually going to try a brand new product from the Body Shop. This is their Matte Clay Full Coverage Concealer. This product is vegan, and it is actually a non-toxic beauty product. Look, you guys, all right, I'm not like fully converting or anything. I'm just curious right now. Like, I'm exploring. Can a girl experiment? So I actually got these. I got the entire line of them actually as like samples from the brand, and I was like, vegan, cruelty-free, non-toxic, the Body Shop. I don't have much luck with Body Shop products, so this could, you know, backfire. And that's really, really light. What color is this? Number 10? All right, what about this, 21? I don't even know, like everything looks the same through that little window. So we're gonna try this one. Okay, so this is 21. That's still really light. What the snatch? Okay, I'm very confused. This is 34, and it still looks kind of light. Very confused. I think there's 10 different shades. This is 72, and that's the darkest. I'm pretty sure that's gonna look like salmon shade on me. Wow, that color variety is not very extensive. So again, this is 34, and this is supposed to be a matte full coverage concealer, but it's not dry. It's not so dry that you can't use it under the eye. That is a claim of it, not saying it for myself. You guys are seeing me try it for the very first time, so it might be too dry. I don't know yet. We're just trying it out now. So far, I like it. I like the consistency of it. Like, it has a really good viscosity for a cream product. It's reminiscent of most under eye products that I use, like the texture of it. So I like it. The color range is a little weird. It looks a lot darker in the pan, then it transfers onto the skin, which is a little confusing sometimes, especially if you're shopping online. I'm using it on other areas of my face as well, where I have some special inhabitants. Yay! A lot of you guys asked me what brush this is that I use to apply concealer. This brush is from Zoeva, and it is the number 142. I am absolutely in love with it. It's one of my favorite brushes ever, and I feel like they're very selective brushes that I use. Like if I were to narrow it down, I would say I use the same probably 6 to 8 brushes for everything. This is one of them. And this is very, very similar to a brush from Real Techniques. The only difference is that Real Techniques has that like little plasticky silicone area, and the way that I store my brushes, it gets stuff stuck to it and I don't like it. And this is a smooth wooden handle, so it's just easier for me for like travel, cleaning it, wiping it down, not getting beads from my jars everywhere. I'm kind of a diva. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, and I think I just settled on the Osmosis Performance Wear Satin Foundation. This is in the shade Natural Medium, because I'm tan now. Okay, like, is that joke ever gonna get old? I know it probably pisses some of you guys off, right? It probably does. I mean, there's so, oh, you know what? Speaking of getting pissed off, I had this conversation, 2 pumps. I had this conversation with my best friend Sam the other day. I was like, Sam, she's like, what's up? I'm like, we have to have a ridiculous talk. And then whenever I like preemptively set her up for these conversations, it's so funny because she's like, I'm ready. Like nothing that comes out of your mouth, Dani, is surprising. And so she's like, what's up? And I'm like, we need to talk about something. Ooh, yes, I like this. I was like, we need to talk about something. She's like, so what's up? And I was like, is there something that happens or that people do or that happens to you or that people say or whatever, just anything in life that occurs that gives you an irrational sense of rage? Obviously, I'm being hyperbolic, like very dramatic here. I don't mean rage like, like that. But something that happens where you're just like, holy moly, it makes you like grind your teeth. And she's like, oh yeah, all the time. And so we went back and forth in this text conversation of all the things that give us irrational bouts of rage. Again, not actual rage, you guys. But I was like, yeah, or when this happens, or when this happens. So I want you guys to take like just 2 minutes to think about, is there something that happens in life where you're just like, oh, it makes me so mad, but you know in your mind and your heart that it's completely irrational? Like for me, one example is when I'm doing laundry and I get my son's laundry and like one pant leg is in and the other pant leg is out. Like it's not all inside out and it's not all right side out. It's half. That really upsets me because I'm like, what if it's dark denim and then it bleeds on one side but it doesn't bleed on the other? I know that's not true, but that's what I think about. Or another good one is when I'm washing my face and the water drips down my elbow and then like falls on the sink or the floor. Like that's the worst. That's one of my worst like rage-inducing moments. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Nars Creamy Radiant in, I don't even know what this is, ginger? Custard. I go in with custard just a little bit here. I'm actually going out tonight, so I'm gonna probably do my makeup a little bit heavier than I normally do. Probably not the best day to try it on new foundation, but we're gonna pray. And then I'm gonna go in with just a few drops of Shape Tape, and this is in a lighter color. That's not even my color, but because I'm tan now. Now I'm embarrassed to say that joke. I'm like, are they gonna, like, this is the part in like those cartoons where you would throw tomatoes at me. Beauty blender. So yeah, take a minute and think about that. Like what is just annoys you? So don't tell me my voice, you guys. So yeah, there's a couple of things like that that just really bother me. Like I know my son, my 6-year-old, when a door or a drawer in like a cabinet is left open, he will legit, you guys, he will grab the door and make the biggest sigh, like, and look at me and then close it. Like he makes sure that I know he's closing it because I left it open. It's so funny. I'm like, oh, he's getting that like little manic tendencies from his mom. He has to get at least one thing from me, you guys. He looks exactly like his daddy. Dearly beloved, today we mourn the loss of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer because it is way too light for me. It was too light before I got tan. Now that I'm tan, or now that this is my complexion, you could tell like where it's blended to. Isn't that insane? So bye, Shape Tape. We're gonna need to get a deeper color if we want to keep that formula in our lives. Then I'm going to go in with RMS Un Powder. So a few weeks ago, I told you guys I got the RMS Un Concealer. No, Uncorrect. Uncorrect, I think it's called. Unconceal? Whatever. I got the RMS Concealer, y'all. And you guys were like, oh, well, it's super creamy. You need to use the powder for it to be awesome. And I was like, all right, don't mind if I do. Y'all tell me to jump off a cliff because it's gonna give me like flawless skin. I'm gonna do it. So I went out and I got the RMS Un Powder from RMS. So you guys told me to get it. It was at Credo, so I got it. We're gonna open it and hope that it's awesome. I bet you it's like rice powder. Ooh, it feels just like rice flour. It doesn't feel absorbent though. You know how most powders feel like they would absorb moisture? This one does not. Should I put it on my under eye? That is a big, big gamble. I'm not feeling very Vegas today, you guys. So we are going to use my Laura Mercier translucent loose for my under eyes, and then I'll go in with the RMS everywhere else. You know, because my under eye is my favorite part of my face. It's my panda eyes. Those are my panda eyes. That's the only reason why I call you guys pandas. Did you know that? And I didn't actually start this. A few years ago, when I started my channel, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, at the end of May, around Memorial Day. So I threw up, not threw up like barf emoji, like I threw up, I posted my very first video Memorial Day weekend of 2013. So we've been here for about 5 years now. And one of my first videos was my favorite concealers. And in that video, I kept saying under eyes and dark under eyes and black circles and stuff like that. And so it just sounded too aggressive and negative. And it's not. Like, we all have dark circles, whether we're dehydrated, it's genetics, we're tired, we have a newborn, whatever. All of us at some point in life are going to have dark circles. And I hated calling them dark circles, black under eyes, blah, blah, blah. Like, it just sounded so negative. So it's like my panda eyes. And a lot of you guys took to it and said, I have panda eyes too. And it just kind of stuck. Panda eyes, panda eyes, panda eyes. And that's all it means is our dark, hello, sexy. And now just, we took to it, and that's how we call our under eyes, is our panda eyes. So we come full circle. You're welcome for a story that's a lot longer than it needs to be. Getting this RMS powder out of its container is very difficult. It's taking so much longer. Do you see that? Ooh, it's like I'm cooking something up in my office. Ooh, that feels really nice. Too bad it doesn't come out. I want to take off this cover. But if I take off the cover, I'm going to ruin my manicure. But do you see, like, most of it flies away, then actually falls into the lid. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Let's do this. I'm totally wasting $30. I could have used it for Taco Bell. Oops. My bad. Wow. Look, it doesn't like get absorbed into the sponge. It just barely gets on the surface. This powder's so weird. In the best way possible. That made it sound negative. No, it's like super interesting. I've never used anything like this. It feels like a really fine mineral as opposed to like an actual powder. You guys know how some powders like stick to moisture, right? Like they cling to it. Hence setting powders or baking. It sticks to the moisture of the foundation or your cream products. This one, I feel like it just sits on top, and clearly it's making me look 3 shades lighter than I actually am. but it's not like blending into my skin. It's just sitting on the surface of it. I'm so glad that I went in with my Laura Mercier on my under eye area. I'm gonna see how this guy warms up with the skin, but he's a little weird. He's a little unique, let me tell ya. Okay, you guys, so I did my brows off camera and I was contemplating what to do for my eyeballs. Okay, so I actually am going to be lazy, calling it what it is. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette in front of me. I also have the BECCA Ocean Jewels palette in front of me. So I'm just gonna make something happen. And that something is tempera on the brow bone. And then we'll just keep it moving. I should probably put some powder on my under eye because y'all know how I am with eyeshadows. A little savage. Okay, so just take some loose powder under eyes and down to my lips because mama gets crazy. Gets a little crazy. Have you guys seen the Patrick Star collection, the spring/summer one, where it's like purple and blue and flowery and super cute? I didn't get any feels for the first collection. The second collection, I'm like, I need it in my life. I'm gonna bring you guys in closer. Welcome to my face. I know, I don't say it anymore, I'm sorry. I forget, you guys. Anyway, yeah, this collection is giving me all the feels. I was like, that blue and purple, oh, needs to be all over my face. I love colorful eyeshadow. I wish it was a little more like socially acceptable. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do things because they're socially acceptable. I mean, obviously certain things I don't do. But, you know, with the eyeshadow and stuff, I do what I like. But I just wish it was something that was more common, that you would see more often. Like, I wish colorful eyeshadow was like changing your shoes, like no big deal. But it's just one of those things where like if I go out with like really bright eyeshadow, everyone will be like, oh, I love your eyeshadow, I love your eyeshadow. And it just stands out. It's not as common. I guess what I'm trying to say is I wish it was just more common. It's kind of like when you're in middle school and you tell your friend like, well, if you do it, I'll do it. It's kind of one of those things. Right? Okay, then I'm gonna go in with, ooh, this is a toss-up. How about this color right here? Is this even, let's just do that. Let's get a little of that on this brush. A lot of you guys asked me about this brush. What is it? What's it called? Where's it from? How can I get my hands on it? This is Sigma E40, like the wrapper. But this one comes in the kit. So before Sigma went massive worldwide promo code for everybody type, their E40 would change your life. Then they went into like mass production, and now their E40s that you can buy individually are the worst. But if you buy them in a set, they come with brushes like this, or rather their E40s are like this. And they just, it's the best brush ever. Like if I ever lose this brush or it finally falls apart, I probably would cry a little bit. I try my best to find a replacement for it, of course, but, or I just learn to use another one. But it's just amazing. It's one of the best brushes ever. I would say it's a good brush for people that have lid space. If you don't have lid space, a MAC 217 is perfect. But if you have a lot of lid space like I do, like a lot, it's the perfect size. Then I'm gonna go in with orange soda, I guess. I don't want to do a warm look. I want to do like a pink dusty look. All right, let's go with Dusty Rose from the Soft Glam palette. That's this color right here. It's literally a Dusty Rose color. Literally, I'm trying to break the habit of saying that word. I only want to say it when it needs to be said. But I just say literally for everything, and I feel like Kourtney Kardashian, you know? That's like her favorite word, and it's totally okay. It places great emphasis when it needs to, you know? But it's not, I'm not using it the right way. And the nerd in me kind of cringes a little bit every time I say literally. Dusty Rose is one of those like mauvey pink shades that I just want to put all over my face. It's literally the best Dusty Rose eyeshadow ever on the history of the planet. In the history of the planet? I don't know. Whatever, you guys. Okay, now I think I'm actually going to use it on the lower lash line as well. For the lid, I am going to do, I think I'm going to do chocolate brown and purple. Is that weird? I think we should just do it. Should we just go all in, dive in and just do it? Let's. All right, you guys, so let me tell you what's happening here. We're gonna take some risks. We're gonna take some risks that could potentially backfire, and we need to be okay with it. You ready for this? Okay, let's. I'm going to take, ooh, let's see. How about, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go in with this dark chocolate brown, 217 from MAC, and I'm gonna put that in the crease. It's gonna look dark, a little harsh, but we're making it happen, okay? I said it could backfire. You've been warned. I hope you're not following along yet. We need to see the results first. Okay, are you guys ready for the risk? This is the risk. We're gonna take a purple pencil, and that's going to go on the center of the lid. Right up to the crease. Just the center. Then I'm gonna go in with a bronze pencil, and that's going to go on the first third of the lid and the outer third. What? Dani, are you feeling okay? What is happening right now? I'm very confused. You know what, guys? I am too. Half of the time, all right, most of the time, I just hold my breath and hope that it comes out cute. Because you know what? Makeup is about risks, right? Maybe not, maybe just for me. Then I'm gonna take a synthetic brush and run that on the crease to kind of smudge out any harsh lines. What's gonna happen is that bronze is gonna kind of overlap into the purple right at the crease, which is good because, you know, the crease color is more of a neutral brown. Do the same on the other side before it dries and locks in place, and then you have horrible demarcation lines. Okay, it looks like our purple vanished a little bit, so we're gonna go back in and be like, listen, bronze, don't tell me how to live my life. Then we're gonna go in with Sultry from the Soft Glam palette. That's that color right there on our finger. And that's gonna go on the outer third. And I'm sure you can guess where else. On the inner third. Oops. Inner third. The inner third of my lid kind of like hides, so I have to like really stretch out my eye and pray I don't get wrinkles. Then we're gonna take the middle finger and the purple shade in this palette, and that's gonna go on the center of the lid. Holy moly! That changed color. So we're going for an icy blue look. Oh my god! Whatever, you guys. I told you, we're making this happen. We're making this happen, okay? So we're switching back to the blue Kim Kardashian look. Accidentally. Okay, go back in with the chocolate brown and your crease brush and run that in the crease. Kind of bring it down and around. Go back in with your giant fluffy blending brush. Holy moly. And a little more of the dusty rose color that at this point doesn't even match anything on your face. And then run that over the crease. Blow it up a little. Literally blow it all up. Just blow it up, make it go away, and pretend it never happened. Okay, it'll all look better with mascara, you guys, I promise. Fingers crossed. Take a brush, dust off any excess powder. All right, you guys, we gotta wrap this up because my neighbor is about to start cutting his lawn. Saturdays, am I right? Okay, Dusty Rose on an E55, just a flat shader brush. And that's gonna go on the lower lash line, like that. I was going to put purple in the lower lash line, but considering that the purple that I'm using doesn't even look purple anymore, that just might be adding insult to injury at this point, right? Totally. Okay guys, I'm gonna jump off camera really quick to do mascara. When we come back, we'll do the face. We do need some eyeliner, but I don't know which one will look good right now. I don't know if brown or maybe like a bronze or a copper. I don't know, y'all, but I'm gonna do mascara first and I'll be right back. What a difference a little mascara makes. I feel like mascara always makes everything better. Okay, so I actually did some eyeliner on the lower lash line. This is ColourPop's Overboard on the lower lash line. I haven't put it in my tight line or waterline yet because my mascara is super wet, so I'm gonna let that hang out for a little while. In the meantime, I'm actually gonna go in with let's use this palette for a second. This is a palette that I purchased for the sole purpose of travel. I feel like I haven't been able to find a palette without actually customizing one. Like Makeup Forever has that trio palette where you can customize your face products. Without that option, like a palette that's already pre-made that has face products that I already love altogether, I haven't found one until now. And this is Benefit's Pretty in the USA palette. This is Hoola, Rockateur, and Dandelion Twinkle. All of these products have been in my monthly favorites several times already. So having them all together in a palette is kind of awesome. I think these are all the original size too, or they might even be bigger. Let me see what it says on here. This is blush, bronzer, and brows, 3 full-size box of powders and a portable palette. It does come with like a mini brow product. I'm not a fan of the Goof Proof brow pencil. I've tried it. I don't like it. I don't know why. Just it's not my cup of tea. I'd rather use the $2 e.l.f. one. So this though, like I said, they've all been in my monthly favorites numerous times already. So I'm gonna go in with Hoola, and that's gonna be my contour shade. With Hoola, I have to be really careful though, because it could pull orange. It depends on like the eyeshadow that I'm wearing, the current state of my tan, and it'll definitely pull orange on me sometimes. So I have to be really careful with how heavy my hand is and how awesome I am at blending it that day. Most of the time, I'm not. I mean, you guys, I'm very honest to a fault. So most of the time, I'm not. I used to use 2 different face brushes to apply my contour powder. I don't anymore. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to. I'm just gonna hope that my one brush blends it good enough. If not, I'll just put extra blush. And instead of noticing how heavy my contour is, you'll notice how heavy my blush is, right? No? I'm all choking over here. You know which blush is amazing, you guys? Gold Rush, the new one from Benefit. Holy moly, it is so, so good. So then we're gonna go in with Rockateur, which my Rockateur is already like super pan mode. It is gone. So this is perfect timing. Although I do have a backup somewhere. I should probably dig it out. This brush from Laura Mercier, if you guys have trouble controlling yourselves with how you put on blush, this one will help you live your life in a more reasonable way. Why do I have to say things so dramatically? I don't know. So this is the Laura Mercier Cheek Color brush, and I like it because it's like, it tells you where your blush goes. Like you can't really go too bonkers bananas unless it's too much product, like Exhibit A, what I'm doing right now. But yeah, if you turn it this way, it works. If you turn it this way, it works. If you push up the blush, it works. This would even be a really great contour brush. If you guys are like, you know, I want a brush that I could use for many things, this one would probably allow for that product application. Just make sure that you guys have a really cool color switch to use between products. Then for highlight, I'm gonna go in with Dandelion Twinkle. This is a really cool highlighter because it's one of those where you can be extra with it. Like just go ham sandwich on your face and use way too much or what you think might be too much. and it's just a really delicate, subtle, natural looking highlight. It's super friendly, you guys. You can tell. Well, you can tell how I just left a streak of it across my face. But yeah, it's a really, really, really fun, sweet, feminine, just girly, no glitter type highlighter. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the good old trusty brown pencil in the Tightline and Waterline. My favorite brown pencil for this is Brood from Smashbox. And I like to use brown. I've been on like a brown kick for the last probably year because it wears away more gracefully than black, but it still gives you that deeper fullness, appearance in your lashes. Plus you don't get that like gunky black stuff in the inner corner, like in your little tear duct area, like that episode of Friends, you know, with the black gunk. So we're doing that Tightline Waterline. My eyes usually get red when I apply it and then it goes away. Okay, then we're gonna do lips. And for lips, I wanna do a really, really juicy, glossy lip. But the lip color that I wanna use, or the lip gloss, it's one of the Molten Lip colors from Kevyn Aucoin. And it's really super, super shimmery, but it's opaque at the same time. So I wanna do a darker base and then this on top. Hopefully this plan does not backfire, although it might. This is Nude Fudge from MAC. Bear with me. I know you guys are probably like, right? Dani, it's springtime. That's a fall lip color. You know what? I don't let my lip colors be dictated by the season. First of all. Second of all, watch this. See how opaque it is? So you wanted to make sure that the base is darker so that it lightens it, but you still get that like jewel sparkly goodness. Ta-da! And that completes this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. All of the products that I used will be listed and linked in the description box below. But let's be honest, if you need one thing out of this entire video, you should probably check out the Osmosis Performance Wear Satin Foundation. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? Wow. Okay, so if you guys need one thing from this video, I would say check out the Osmosis Performance Wear Satin Foundation. It's kind of amazing. Another thing is I loved this powder from RMS. And if you guys are traveling this spring or summer, do yourselves a favor and go scoop up the Pretty in the USA limited edition palette from Benefit. It's such a convenient thing to have with you. It basically has everything you need in a little palette. And I wouldn't be opposed either to use this on my eyes. This could be your crease or transition shade. This could be a transition shade as well, or a lid color. This could highlight the inner corner, or it could be a brow bone highlight. So you have options, you guys. Anyway, that's it, you guys. Y'all know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, seriously? What? How do you know this? How do you know this? You're so excited. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. As per usual, Sophia wants to say goodbye. So, if you guys found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye, guys. Say bye. Look over there and say bye. Say bye-bye, everybody. I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. Oh, all right. Did they bore you, or are you being rude? What the heck? What's going on? Is it nap time? Is it nap time? All right.